Today I'll be covering the 5 essential steps to be happier and achieve your dreams, to transform your frustration into fuel. Number 1, learning to engage and resolve frustration transforms obstacles into fuel for a happier and more productive life. Number 2, the choices that you make when faced with frustration determine whether you experience growth, decline, or stagnation. And the third point is that the 5-step process includes confronting frustration, making a determination, the test period, and the tipping point. So we all want to live a happier life, and we also want to have the energy to achieve our dreams, like most people do. But with all of the advice available, choosing the right path for this can be challenging. For more than 18 years, I have provided psychotherapy to people seeking a better life. They yearned for new careers, improved home lives, better relationships, or more creative activities. Over time, I have noticed the people who achieved their ambitions had one important quality in common, and that is confronting frustration is the fuel that drives maturity. When you engage and resolve frustration, you trigger a leap in maturity, a surge of confidence, and a healthy burst of self-esteem. The first step in this process is vital, and that is confronting frustration. At the root of frustration is discomfort. Chances are that you are dissatisfied, maybe you feel stuck at work, or maybe you are in an unhappy relationship. The longer you experience dissatisfaction, the more tense and stressed out you become. As internal pressure builds, many folks turn to substances to numb themselves, such as drugs or alcohol. Others may choose denial or compartmentalization. Such choices only temporarily diminish frustration. They don't resolve it. You may experience momentary relief, but eventually the frustration returns and you feel stuck again. Resolving frustration requires examining your choices when faced with frustration, which brings us to the second step, setting a determination. So after we identify the source of our frustration, then it's time to consider our options. How can I confront the situation? What steps can I take to address it? Who are the players involved? Engaging frustration is never easy, which is why setting a personal determination is crucial. Determination awakens courage. If your determination is, I want a new job, some questions you may explore are the following. Do I quit? Do I set up a meeting with my boss? Do I start interviewing for new positions elsewhere? Do I confront my coworkers about their behavior? Do I ask for a promotion or raise? So gather support, consider options, and come up with plans. It may be helpful to rehearse what you want to say, make lists, or journal about your concerns. The peace advocate by the name of Daisaku Ikeda wrote, "When your determination changes, everything will begin to move in the direction you desire." So the moment you resolve to be victorious, every nerve and fiber in your being will immediately orient itself toward your success. But on the other hand, if you think this is never going to work out, then at that instant, every cell in your being will be deflated and give up the fight. Once you make your determination and confront your frustration, you will experience the next step, which is the test period. So confronting frustration can be scary and anxiety can spike as well. You may feel unsure, experience doubt, and question your judgment. And it also invites pushback. People may be critical of you, discourage you, deny your requests, or undermine your plans. Obstacles frequently appear during the test period. For example, an object moving forward through space meets resistance. It is the same when you take chances and push yourself out of your comfort zone. Which brings us to the most dramatic step. Number 4, the tipping point. Everything hangs in the balance. The outcome is unknown. Your determination comes under fire. Do you back down or do you press forward despite resistance? The tipping point can be exciting and it can be terrifying as well because everything is on the line and the outcome hinges on your choices. If you quit, abandon your determination, lose your patience, or do something destructive, you return to step 1, which is frustration. And if this happens, this does not mean you failed. It means instead that it's time to return to the drawing board and start again. Frustration is not the enemy, it's how you choose to act in the face of frustration that determines whether you experience growth, decline, or stagnation. And the last step, the 5th one, is the breakthrough. So you hung in there, you didn't quit, you persevered, and you broke through. As a result, you experience a surge of confidence, maturity, and self-esteem. So each time you make it through the 5 steps and experience a breakthrough, you feel inspired and more alive. And it also triggers greater ambition and a healthy hunger for even more personal growth. This information is by Sean Grover, LCSW.